Yeah, we've got. Hello, hello, and welcome to the European Healing Miracle Call. Today is the 6th of May, and I am welcoming you with so much love in my heart. I welcome you with peace, and I send peace to your heart, peace to your mind, peace to every atom of your being. So today we have lots of things planned today, and I'm really, really excited. We've got art, we've got poetry, we've got meditation, we have a little bit of pranayama. So I'm going to just start welcoming friends to the call. Welcome, welcome to dear Luke, who is here with us today. Namaskar, my dear soul brother. Welcome, welcome to Andrea. Always lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome to Elena. Welcome, dear Robin. Welcome, Elio. It's so lovely that you're here today. Welcome, welcome, soul brother. Welcome, welcome to our dear Esther Francis, who is going to be doing some beautiful poetry for us to take us right into our heart spaces. Welcome, welcome to Sarabjit, who is I'm collaborating with to do some art with all of you. It's always a pleasure to work with Sarabjit. She has so much love in her heart, so much creativity, and such a she's such a vessel for the divine. That's the only way I can explain her. Like so many of you are, so many of you are. Welcome, welcome to our dear Cece, who I'm so happy is with us today. I know that she had a webinar that she was attending with Dr. Hemong, but she's with us today, and she just vibrates and radiates love. She writes, she welcomes people in the chat. She speaks from her heart. So I'm so happy that she was able to join us today. Okay, so friends, what I would like to invite you to do now is a little bit of mamas, just to ground, to center ourselves, to bring in that calming, peaceful energy. So I invite you to soften your gaze, soften your jaw, roll your shoulders back and down, lengthen your spine, and place your attention on your root chakra, and just begin to draw in that Mother Earth energy, that healing, nourishing Mother Earth energy, drawing it up, feeling it go through all of your body. And then I invite you to take a deep breath in. You can either take it in through the mouth or the nose, whatever feels good for you, but into the belly. So inhaling and exhale. Nice and slow. Inhaling peace and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Okay, friends, so we're going to start doing our mamas. Now remember, these are for those who are watching, who are new to the call and new to watching this recording. Mamas are subtle energy points that unblock energy when you press them. So we're going to do the head squeeze first. And what you do is you have your middle fingers that slightly touch. And then when you place them on your head, the middle fingers are slightly touching and you're just moving the scalp. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it with breath, just to slow it right down. So conscious breathing here. So inhale 1 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and Now we're going to do the focus mama, which is just in between the brow. So when we inhale, we press, and when we exhale, I'll just move my finger away so you can tell I'm not pressing anymore. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then the temples. This one with ghee or with essential oils, it really helps improve sleep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Earlobes for self-love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the point in between the nose and the lips. This one is good for reducing anxiety. It also helps you to breathe better as well. So we'll do this one with breath. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think the last mama we'll do before we go into our meditation with Luke is the heart mama. And the reason we're doing the heart mama today is because this call, and it's just happened, just perfectly happened, is all about opening the heart, being open to see something new. And that's what the chapter from the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer is about. The art session is also about it. And I think, I have a feeling that Esther's poem, yes, is also, yes, also that comes into it as well. So it's all just been perfectly, without us realizing, it's all just come into place. So yeah, we'll do the heart mama. So this is left hand. And then you grip the thumb with your fingers from your right hand. I'm just going to turn it this way so you can see. And then you want to bring the fingers and the thumb together. And then you've got this bit where you can press, which is like the pulsing of the heart. And I invite you to put it towards your heart if you'd like to, because it's quite powerful. And today we're going to do it with breath. So you don't have to do it with breath. I just find that I quite like it with breath because for me, it releases emotions. And this heart mama is not just for physically for the circulation for the heart. It also relieves some of that emotional heaviness that we might be carrying as well. So let's do this one with breath. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, friends, I am now going to hand over to our dear Luke, who is going to guide us in some meditation. Welcoming Luke with much, much love.
First, we're going to do some pranayama, but before that, I want to mention, Maryam, if I can, on the marma where we circle here, the way Dr. Naram demonstrated it is, of course, we put on ghee and circle it, but not only circle it, but also press in 6 times. So we have to remember when you do this marma to circle it, but also press 6 times. It's very important for this. And I do it every night for sleep, tremendous sleep. And then on an audio on the Kajabi, on the immersion program, he gave a beautiful mantra, a sleep mantra to do while you're doing that. Can I say what that is, Mario?
Yes, please. Yes.
Mantra, okay. So as I circle this with ghee and pressing in, the mantra is Om Namo Shanti Karaya Kuru Kuru Swaha. And I just say that over and over again as I'm circling and pressing. So that's a beautiful way to relax your body and your mind before you go to bed to help with sleep. So I just wanted to mention that. So we're going to do a little bit of pranayama and then a 5-minute meditation. Now, pranayama, I'm sure some of you do pranayama, maybe all of you do. And I've been doing it for decades, but actually when I told my Ayush Shakti Vaidya a couple of months ago that I was doing pranayama, he said, oh, that's wonderful, keep doing it. And what pranayama is, a beautiful breath work, but in Ayurveda, it's excellent for the immune system and particularly for the thyroid. So when you do pranayama, you're actually opening up your channels for you to help your immune system and your thyroid as well. So I'm going to demonstrate it. There's a very specific way that you do it. Let me demonstrate it first, and then we'll all do it together. I usually close my eyes, but I'm going to keep it open for now. And you start with putting your thumb on your right nostril and these two fingers out like this, and you breathe in four counts through your nostrils. And there's no breathing out through the breath through the mouth here. This is all done with nostrils. You breathe in 4 counts, breathe in 4 counts, hold 4 counts, and as you're holding, you switch to this side and then release out of the other nostril 4 counts. So it's like this. I'm holding 4 counts. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Hold for 4 counts. Switch over. Breathe out. 4 counts. So that's how we do the pranayama. So we'll do that for just maybe 30 seconds. And then I'll just mention, let's go into a meditation. It's not going to be a guided meditation. I'll just say this about meditation. When it comes to thoughts, we all have thoughts. It's best to not to try to push your thoughts away, to just, it's imagine like you're sitting on a riverbank and you're seeing the river float by and you're seeing twigs and you're seeing the movement of the river and you're just noticing it, but you're not trying to do anything about it. It's the same thing in meditation. When you have thoughts, it's okay to notice it, but gently bring your focus back. Like if you're sitting on the bank of a river and you're reading a book and you pick your head up from the book and you happen to notice the river, you're just noticing it, but then you bring your focus back to the book. So same thing here. You can actually imagine a little candle flame in your third eye area or a gold light or something, whatever you want, and just focus there just to keep your focus. And as thoughts come through, it's okay to notice them, but just bring your focus back, okay? So we're going to start with pranayama. So here we go. 4 counts in. 4 counts out. So now that we're nice and relaxed, just close your eyes and go into a beautiful, peaceful meditation. We'll do it for about 5 minutes. Gently, very gently, bring your consciousness back. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes.
Friends, can we just rub our hands together and send Luke lots of love and gratitude for leading us in pranayama and that meditation? Very, very beautiful and powerful doing that all together as a collective. Just changes the energy of the whole space. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm. Okay, my friends. Well, I'm definitely feeling that loving vibration. Definitely feel like I'm dropping further and further into my heart space. Raise your hand if you're starting to feel that way. Yeah. So I would like to invite Esther to share a beautiful poem with us before we go into the chapter review and the art. Oh, Esther, you're muted. Hold on.
Thank you so much for the invitation to be here. Maryam gave me a challenge to start a, you know, it's very hard to go to words after such deep meditation. I just want to acknowledge that. Thank you so much, Luke. And it really, I could just sit in that silence. And I'm going to take a deep breath and shift gears very softly and gently. So the challenge that Maryam gave me was to find a poem that begins with I am. And I discovered I have many. And the one that wanted to come out today that felt very much apropos for the theme of art and color is I am a human, spelled Hueman. And I also want to acknowledge dear Cornelia, who has been giving bonus calls for those of us in the immersion and going over a lot of what we learned in the 100-day last year. And I rearranged the order to go with the correspondence from the most subtle to the most dense in this poem. So here we go. I invite you to close your eyes, really, and let this take you deeper, or keep them open if you feel comfortable that way. And always to take in what resonates, and if something doesn't, just let it be. Just let it be like bird song on a tree that has nothing to concern you about. I am a human. I am space. I hold all, the whole human race. I am air, an activist for fair. I am fire. I'm an inspirer. I am water. I'm a nurturer. I am earth. I manifest and give birth. I am a rainbow, an archer, a bridge, showing all the glorious colors we live. I am transformation, beauty and light, the awareness that births day and night. I am one with source, one with the sun. I'm the one awakened, no longer dumb. I'm the one that you are, the one that I am, the one and the only every I am. I dress up as you and me in a holographic reality with figure and ground, experiencing a planet that goes round and around. And in this great time of turning, I am the love for which you are yearning. I am the presence that lives in your heart. I am the wonder. I am the art. I ask you now to partner with me create a holy family. Earth heartists united like the rainbow, defeating ignorance, the only true foe. Awake and aware, we are the stars, the galaxy incarnated near and far. As humans, we know within our bones we are Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, the cells of Gaia, waking up from the illusions of Maya. Earth heartistry is the magic to renew and restore, all torn asunder by violence and war. Now's the time for heaven on earth. As earth angels, we spread our wings. Free at last, we soar as we sing. We are earth heartists. We know how to be, to act, to listen, to dance, and to make a beautiful planet without fear or hate. A wondrous experience for all to see. We are one heart called Earth Heartistry. We are the golden ones, no longer poisoned by fear. Liberated Earth Heartists, open to hear and listen to the earth. Play, celebrate in love and in mirth. A new myth is being enacted. A human butterfly is born. Bye-bye, caterpillar consumers forlorn. Mama Earth is being reborn. We embrace the entire rainbow. No, we are luminous light. Humanity resurrected and awakened. No more fight. Humanity is a new story of wonder, the one in the many in all its splendor. We are the rainbow. We are the ones. We're the moon. We're the sun. Sisters and brothers with equal worth, living in gratitude for life on earth. Living in gratitude for life on this earth.
I have no words. I think I might cry. Oh my gosh. So, so beautiful. Can we rub our hands together and just send Esther so much love and
Receiving and
gratitude for
sending right back.
speaking those words? Oh, it's like, thank you for bringing us into that, honoring that presence of the divine within us, that we are part of the galaxy, we're part of creation, we're part of the unseen, the seen. I have no words because it's so so deep and so beautiful. I'm going to ask friends to share a little bit of how they're feeling after that poem if they would like to. Yes, Jerem.
Yeah, just you're such an embodiment of the consciousness of oneness, Esther, that it just flows through in such a sweet and effortless way. So I'm so grateful for you and what you embody and what you speak and what you sing and your smile and all that Esterness. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And right back to you for all your divine Jeremness.
Cece, would you like to share?
Namaste, namaste. Yeah, thank you so much, Esther. It's a beautiful space to be in. Friday, for me, it's Friday evening already, and to just be put in that space of quietness, of of emptiness. It helps me, come down completely. And I think it's really just a blessing to have that, because after a week of all ups and downs, we are thrown into every wall, so to speak, and to really have this moment to just really come down and hearing you speaking, as Jerem said, you truly radiate it. You radiate that energy, you radiate that love. It really, it just comes, oozes out of you. And it's a blessing to be here. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And just to know that's the experience that I have from you, seeing you, feeling you, being with you. And I have one other thing. I just found, I'm unpacking. I just want to show you. It's just over here.
I think that is the Esterness Jerome was talking about.
So this necklace was my grandmother's. It's way too heavy for anyone to wear, but all the colors, I'm bringing it as an inspiration for our experience with art today, and my experience of all of you and all of our community, and further on as a fractal. I think we're all going to realize this with all of us for all of life, that it's the glass bead game. Each bead, each tribe, each, and we're all connected by this thread of beingness, which is the holy whole, by whatever name we call it, and the one in the many. And this is us. And just, love you all. Love you all so much. Thank you. It's for me, I have tremendous gratitude to be able to share what I've been given, because I haven't known how to do that. I haven't been one that's been motivated to go try and submit to many things, like, and it's just gratifying that I can share from my heart to yours and know that we're experiencing this experience of waking and arising and becoming pure love together. And I love the sequence in the every little bit, how it's like making bread. Each step is leavened the bread a little bit more. And now it's in the oven and we're baking it together, and who knows what kinds of concoctions will come out as Sarabjit and Maryam guide us further into expression of our creativity.
Esther, we love you so much. And it is an honor to have you each week on the call, share with us and share your gifts. And Mother Earth is like, she's speaking through you. The divinity is coming through you, shining through you. And as everyone is saying, you're like reminding us of that connection that we have. And just as you beautifully said, with the thread that keeps us all together. Oh my goodness. I just, I just love you so much. Okay, friends, we are going to transition, carry on with this beautiful, loving energy. So I'm going to go into the chapter review. And it's one that the theme seems to be about opening up and seeing a new perspective. And for me, that's like opening the heart. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll share the questions that we're going to be thinking about. So let's just quickly open it up. There we go. Share screen. Okay. Dear Jana, can you see the screen okay? Okay, okay.
So beautiful.
Okay, namaskar, my dear friends. The divinity, that beautiful spark of light that's within me and within all of us, bows down to that divinity within you. I honor that place where you and I are one. So this chapter, chapter 13 of the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, is about obstacles and discoveries. And really, as I went through it, it really is about opening your heart to see another perspective, another way, seeing with love, listening with love, understanding with love. The Dalai Lama said, an open heart is an open mind. So these are the questions that we're thinking about. How open is your heart? What has love guided you to do recently? And if you want to, you can write it in the chat, or you can start thinking about it and we can share a little bit before we go into the art. How willing are you to try something new and unfamiliar? So this is the main highlight of this chapter. Dr. Clint has many questions about what he has seen Dr. Naram do to heal people and animals using the ancient remedies of Siddha Veda. He seeks advice from a friend to help answer his many questions. And this friend is Professor Ludwig Max Fischer. Okay. And so yeah, Dr. Clint meets with Dr. John Roger. So I'm trying to like put my screen in a way so that I can actually, there we go, I can see the screen better. Okay. So Dr. Clint says, why, with all the money spent in American medical research universities, have they not yet discovered how to do what Dr. Naram is doing? If this kind of healing is possible and these people are seeing life-altering results, why don't more know about this kind of medicine? Why is there resistance to it? Dr. John Rutgers says, let's start with the big picture. Since the beginning of humanity, mankind has been trying to find ways to explain what seemed out of our control. Storms, changes in season, famine, as well as sickness and disease. Events that impacted human lives and crop production created a big need to find order, to have more control. While science and religion sometimes seem at odds with each other, they are actually expressions of the same thing, he says, a desire for order in our lives. Once we humans find a belief that gives our minds a sense of order, meaning, and predictability, and we find security in that belief, it becomes difficult to change, no matter what evidence we have to the contrary. We gather as much evidence as we can to reinforce our belief, and at the same time, we ignore, fear, or reject any evidence that challenges it. The human brain fears disorder and uncertainty, so it tries to resist them to maintain order, says John Rutgers. And we limit ourselves by this tendency, and it becomes an obstacle to seeing new ideas that we may benefit from. He says the human brain resists disorder. It's what researchers call confirmation bias, and it's one of the worst mistakes we can ever make to discount something too early because it goes against what we think we already know. Dr. Clint says, I get that. In fact, I'm still struggling, which is why I called you. Dr. John Rutgers says, it's not that people will never accept what Dr. Naram is doing. Actually, more and more medical doctors are discovering the benefits of things like meditation, yoga, and plant-based diets. The paradigms of the Western scientific model don't know how to make sense of or even measure the impact of these traditional ancient healing sciences. What do you mean paradigms? Asked Dr. Clint. The Dr. John Rutledge says, let's say you're playing football and a bunch of baseball players come over and tell you that you're not playing a real sport because you're not adhering to the rules of sports. To qualify their statement, they point out you're not using a bat and the ball is too big and the wrong shape. The truth is, you're not adhering to the rules of baseball. The Western scientific and medical paradigm has certain fixed assumptions that allow it to see certain ways. This led to some great discoveries and yet also blinded it to seeing other things. That does not mean that other forms of science or inquiry are not useful. Dr. Maryam is not playing the same game Western doctors are, but that doesn't mean that what he is doing isn't valid. The concept of allopathic medicine only came into existence in 1810. In contrast, so many of the so-called alternative sciences have been refined by great scholars and healers for thousands of years, taking into account many variables that our scientists haven't yet considered, many of which our instruments can't measure. There is a Buddhist saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Similarly, I believe when the patient is open and ready, the healer appears. Professor Ludwig Max Fischer. So I just bring you back to those questions. How open is your heart? What has love guided you to do recently? And how willing are you to try something new and unfamiliar? So any questions that you might want to reflect on. I'm just going to stop the share. I'm just thinking about what has love guided me to do.
Can we rub our hands and give Maryam immense love for that incredible presentation? Thank you so much. So
Receiving
beautiful, so beautiful.
and sending right back. I'm going to invite our lovely Jaina, who leads with love, leads with her heart, to anything you want to share.
I'm just so amazed at the energy that's in this space. I keep thinking that it's going to snap and we're going to go into more of a heady space, and it's not. It's so beautiful. But this happens almost every single week. It's such a healing place. So thank you, Luke. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Maryam. Just beautiful. When you started to show those beautiful slides, Maryam, which they are just, every time I look at them and I just wonder how you do them and how you design them, and they're just so beautiful. I was excited because this is one of my favorite chapters, just being able to be able to understand why people are skeptical and, to really put some thought into it. It's just absolutely incredible. So I don't want to take away from this beautiful space. It just feels there's so much flow. And, Esther, I don't know whether your poem has ever been heard more beautifully. And it was so clear today. And I think it was really contributing to the energy of this space. It was, as I was listening to your poem, I was just really amazed at your creativity and the amount of words, and you hold them in such a divine nature and in such a divine way. And then I looked over at Sarabjit's artwork, which she's not showing right now, but her artwork was almost like your words because they're spectacular. Just there's so much creativity in this group. And I know Luke is creative and artistic. I know so many of you are. So it's just such an honor to be a part of this group. I don't mean to go on and on. Coming back to the questions, Maryam, of course, it always brings me to tears. I am embarking on new things and have been for a few months. It's just like the layers of fear and have been peeling away, and we're getting down to the core of being able to move forward with authenticity and true connectedness. I know that Esther understands what I'm talking about. I believe she's been through a similar journey. I think a lot of us have in this time. So it's so incredible to be able to hold on to these principles, to be able to help us through these times where things are a little bit rough. A lot of it is really smooth, especially moments like this. And to know that a beautiful community is there at any time. So I thank each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
My friends, let's rub our hands together and send our dear Jana lots of love. She is such a huge support in so many areas. So many areas. We are so blessed to have her. Each week, she's on so many different calls, supporting. It's amazing. Her energy is amazing. The Siddhaveda lineage is like working through her, I believe. Lots and lots of love to you. I also would like to ask, Ilya, would you like to share a little bit?
Would you believe that I'm out of words? That's not easy to do. I'm in a space that I like to be like Esther, you know. I don't want to talk. How's that? Sorry.
Beautiful.
Maryam, I would like to extend a special welcome to Sachin. Sachin is in India. It is past midnight there. And I'll tell you what, I just really appreciate this man. He's an amazing soul. He was my right-hand person during the first project that Dr. Clint gave me 2 years ago. And he was on point. He has gifts and talents beyond belief. He's helped Dr. Clint on many projects, and we keep in contact here and there. And I'm just so grateful for him. And he's left. Darn it. I just love this man. Just he does stay behind the scenes.
Oh, well, bless him, and thank you to Sachin for joining us. Yeah, oh my goodness. So it's so late in India right now. So yeah, just honoring his presence. Okay, friends, I think it's time for us to transition into the art. So what I'm going to first of all invite us to do, trying to think like what was next. I'm just going to go with the flow, friends. I just want to kind of like wake our bodies up a little bit and get us kind of continuing to open our heart spaces, but open it through movement. Before we start going into the drawing, opening this chest area. I think I've mentioned before that we actually carry a lot of tension in our shoulders and in our neck because we're on our computers a lot and on our phones a lot and iPads. And, you know, even I kind of am leaning forward a lot because of technology, I guess, and being on it a lot. So yeah, I'm going to invite us to open up our chest area, opening up our shoulders, loosening up. So what I'd like you to do first is we're just going to, first of all, just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. So inhaling and exhaling. In and out. And in and out. Okay, so I'd like you to bring your shoulders up. So as you breathe in, you're going to bring your shoulders up and exhale, just releasing it. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now I'd like to have a little bounce to your shoulders. Have a little bounce. Yeah, bounce them up and down. Very nice. You're going to need that move a little bit later on. Okay, and then I'd like to invite you to lift up your right arm. So you're going to breathe in and lift all the way up and just stretch over. Just getting a little stretch here. And exhaling, bring you back down. Inhale up. Just a little stretch, and you just can lean a little bit up. And exhaling, bringing your arm back down. I'm going to invite you to, so you're going to lace your fingers together, but behind you. So you're going to lace your fingers at the back. I should turn this way so you can see. Lace your fingers at the back. And what you want to do, only if this feels good for you, we're going to try and bring your shoulders back. So you're opening this chest area as you bring your arms back behind you, like that. That makes sense. So inhaling, bring the shoulders back. And then exhale, going to place the fingers together and round your shoulders and drop your chin to your neck. Let me come back this way. Right. Come this way so you can see me. So inhale, arms go up. And exhale down. Place the fingers behind you. Opening the chest area. Inhale. And exhaling, pushing away, rounding the shoulders, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhaling up. Exhale, fingers down. Place the hands behind the back, pull the shoulders back and down, opening the chest area. If you want, you can drop your head back and look up, but only if that feels comfortable for you. Exhaling, rounding the shoulders, dropping the chin to the chest. And last one up. And exhale. And down. Good. I'm going to rotate the shoulders backwards. Lovely, and forwards. Okay, and now I'm going to invite you to stand up. This way, you can still see me. Okay, light's not so great here. So you're going to imagine that you're holding your pencil or your pen in your hand, or you can if you want to. And we're just going to imagine that we've got a canvas in front of us and we're just painting the canvas. We're going to move our arms up and down. Yeah, good job. And you could swap hands. Arms up and down, side to side, painting our canvas. Beautiful space around us. Swap hands. Wonderful. And I invite you to do almost like an infinity loop. Yeah. And swap hands. Excellent. Really good. Moving, getting our bodies moving. And then I kind of also just want to change it up a little bit and just, I invite you to, so you're going to bounce your shoulders up and down. Good. Yeah. And I want you to lift your hands up, almost like you're twisting a light bulb. Yeah. Good. So really loosening those shoulders up. And I invite you to imagine that you're picking up a string. So going up and down, up and down. Yeah. Lovely. Okay, and then almost like snake arms that create some waves. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready for some music. So let me see if I can. Jane, are you okay to try and play it, or should I? Yeah, you got it? Okay.
Did you want the dance music or did you want the other music?
Okay. So friends, I'm going to invite you to just dance a little bit now to this music. This music is called Aja Nachale, which means come and dance. I think in Hindi. I think Sarabjit will be able to pronounce it much better than I can.
Oh, that was perfect. Aja Nachle.
naturally, and then yeah, and you're gonna just move to it, and you can move freestyle, but I just want you to really open up and really just take in that music. Okay. One.
That's not the one.
Let me share it.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right, my friend. Let me. Okay. So go to computer sound, sharing, and
मेरा झुमका उठा के लाया यार वे जो गिरा था बरेली के बाजार में मैं तो ठुमका लगा के शर्मा गई बोली घूम कर बता दे के मैं आ गई मुझको नचा के नाच ले आजा नाच ले मेरी यार तू नच ले झनक झनक झनकार हो नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले अब तो लुटा है बाजार सबको भुला के नच ले आजा नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले झनक झनक झनकार हो नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले अब तो लुटा है बाजार नचले जरा नचले छत पे बुला के नचले जरा नचले छत से उठा के नचले जरा नचले छत पे बुला के नचले जरा नचले छत से उठा के नचले मैंने गलती करी थी मेरी नथनी पड़ी थी मैंने गलती करी थी मेरी नथनी पड़ी थी कि सोने में उसको रंगा गई मैं रंगा के अटरिया पे आ गई ओ मोहल्ले में कैसी मारा मार है मेरे दर पे दीवानों की बहार है सबको नचा के नच ले आजा नच ले मेरे
okay, my friends, come and take a seat. Okay. So I had the feeling nice and loose and opened up like our bodies.
That was great. Fabulous.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so let's just let's just ground a little bit. Just take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhaling and exhale and inhale and exhale. Okay, friends, as you're just catching your breath, I'm just going to read a few quotes from some creatives, and then we're going to lovingly invite our Sarabjit to take over. So let me just share a few quotes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sharing screen. Here it is. So I shared some of these last time, but I've added just made a few changes, but it's just because they're beautiful reminders for when we do art. So the main thing is, do not fear mistakes. There are none. That's from Miles Davis. When we stop fearing failure, we start being artists. This one from Matisse creativity takes courage. And this one was just recently. I love Rumi, and our dear Esther Francis shared this one with me just yesterday because of something that an Aditi Debabawa moment that I was going through and she was going through. And so it's just a beautiful one. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. How profound are those words? How comforting are they? Painting is just another way of keeping a diary, says Picasso. If you could say it in words, there would be no reason to paint. What is the heart? A flower opening, said Rumi. Open your heart and the whole universe opens to you. Okay, my friends. So, our dear Sarabjit, please, we welcome you. Lead us.
Thank you, Maryam, for creating this beautiful space and bringing us into that space. I don't think I need to do anything. That, the poem that Esther said so beautifully, that is, today morning when I was meditating, I was wondering, I said, Maryam said to do a project on I am. And when I was meditating today, this morning, I said, who am I? Am I Sarabjit? Am I a mom? Am I a daughter? Am I a wife? I am a widow? Or who am I? I was wondering, who am I? So all these thoughts were coming into me. Who am I? Who is everybody in here? If you question yourself, you'll be wondering, am I a doctor? Am I all these labels that when we come into this space or in this earth space, we get these labels sometimes, and sometimes we want them to be labeled. We go to universities, we put on all those labels, doctor, engineer, everything, But ultimately it is what Esther said in her poem, I am the wind, I am the water, I am the land, I am the sea, I am the fire. And today I'm flanked by two of these. This is the Shakti, this one is Shakti, and this one is the soul bride. And this is going tomorrow, for a show in our church over there. I was given a hymn to illustrate that hymn. So it is written in the Punjabi Gurmukhi text, just the one line, but she's the soul bride. She's riding on that hymn, and she's merging into the universe. So that is what came to my mind. I said, who am I? So our project today, is I am. So I wrote this, I am. So I think, as Maryam said, and in her flow also in the book that she was saying, that we have these.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to make sure, Jane, can you pin Sarabjit's drawing page as well, so that.
Yeah. So when we are in a space of fear and resistance, so it becomes, we resist, but then it persists. It keeps on persisting, we keep on resisting. So that's what is happening, and the moment we let go, things, my mom always used to say, in Punjabi, she would say, patta bhi nahi hilta, uski raza ke bina, means without the universe, whatever, not a leaf also will move, So whatever is going to be, it will be. So, ke sara sara, as we say, right? So we keep on making those problems, creating for ourselves the fear and everything. But of course, it is not easy to overcome them. So we have to, again, bring ourselves back to that space of oneness, center it ourselves, no matter how hard it is, even with a breath, to guide us, back to that space. And so today I would request all of you, all the fears, everything, put them in a box, put them on one side for these 10 minutes. while we are doing our art, don't make any judgments of what you're going to create. It's going to be beautiful. Whatever is going to come from your heart, just close your eyes for a second and just meditate on what and who you are. And then around this page, just in the center, you will write one word. And here's one sample that I will share with you that I had done. I wrote, I am, and I selected about 5 or 6 words. And then I drew petals like a lotus in the center. I just kept something to draw in a circle around a circle. And then I made hearts all around it. That's the love. And in the words that I wrote were, I am in the center, hope, I am joy, I am love, I am enough, and I am grateful, and I'm light. It can be endless. So you can choose either one word, or you can choose as many as you want and make a creation like a mandala. So this is a mandala drawing in circle. It keeps on going. It's endless. So that's what it is going to be. Our creation is going to be endless and beautiful. And then we can share it later on on the Facebook page also. So let's encourage everybody else, who have doubts and fears when they see this. Maybe they'll be encouraged and healed also. So let's start with our music and our art. You can bring your paints, you can bring pens with a pencil and eraser just to do the rough drawing, and then you can start coloring and listening to the music and being in that space. It's going to be like an art meditation for us. I hope you'll enjoy it. How's everybody doing?
Friends, how are we doing? Do we need 2 more minutes? Just give me a thumbs up if you need 2 more minutes, or if you're happy for us to start.
How about 2 weeks?
Okay, two more minutes, and then we'll share a little bit. So I can see a few friends are still drawing. Okay, sorry friends, let me just, there we go. Yeah, so I just want to invite you for a moment just to send gratitude and love to the divine feminine, to Shakti, and of course to our dear Sarabjit for leading this beautiful art session. I think we should just rub our hands together and just send her so much love, so much gratitude. There is something so beautiful about
Right
painting.
back to you also, Maryam. It was a collaboration.
Yeah, it's just, but there is something about the way we all come together and create in this space. It's so beautiful, so, so beautiful. Oh, Sarabjit, I love working with you. I absolutely adore it.
I would love to see everybody's art now. Let's see if we can see that, because today what we created, I feel it's very powerful. The energy, even though we are miles apart and thousands of miles maybe, but what we have created is so powerful, beautiful, beautiful. And that was lovely. I can only just go to the gallery view, maybe then I'll see. Yeah, beautiful. Look.
Who is talking? I just
Sarabjit.
Wow.
I have a request. You should post all these in the Facebook group today, because this is energy. This is energy that has come from your heart. I think it should spread out. We shouldn't keep it to ourselves. We have to send it out.
Barbara, can you put yours a little closer to the camera? I don't know why that's not. There we go. There you go. Ah, so pretty.
Wow.
Gedrea,
Wow.
yours also.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Maryam, do you have yours?
goodness. Yes. So I kind of was working on two pages.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I
How
put
do you know yours is beautiful too? Everybody's is so beautiful.
words. I am music, I am rhythm, I am dance,
Yeah.
I am creative, I am Shakti, I am one,
Mm.
I am harmony.
Barbara, I can see yours, Barbara. Oh, now we can. Yeah. A little bit.
Oh,
Oh, that's beautiful.
beautiful. Oh my
Oh, very
God.
sweet. Nice.
Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my God.
That's
But
fun.
sometimes I don't know who I am.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jane,
And
light
that's fine too. And that's fine
Yeah,
too.
that's part of it.
Yeah. That's part of it.
sunshine.
Barbara.
Oh, the Barbara.
Wow.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
yes.
Beautiful.
I love it. Did I miss anybody? Who did I miss?
Mine doesn't have too many words. I have one with words that I have hanging on the door in the other room that I love.
Okay.
But this is what came through today.
Yeah. I can see the eye.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. Woo, what a day.
Does anybody else want to share? Oh, so beautiful. Awesome.
Mm. Mm.
Wow.
Well,
Ah,
what a great time. I love this time.
yes.
I would like to
Sandbox for the soul, this is. Soul sandbox.
I would like to extend huge thanks to Maryam for doing this exquisite call every week. You know, for some of us, some of us are on the West Coast of the United States. So when we start, this is a way that we start our day with this call. And I'm telling you, I can go and do anything now. I'll start to do my work after this. I can do anything I want, filled with love and joy because of this call. I am literally bursting with love and joy in every cell of my body because of this call. And Maryam, you just do an exquisite job of facilitating this and spreading your love every week. So big thanks to Maryam. Let's send her tons of love.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. So much love, Maryam.
Where is
And
she?
sending right
Oh, there
back.
she is.
All,
There she is.
all praise be to the divine, all praise be to the divine that's within all of us, that beautiful spark of light that brings us all together, because it's your vibration that comes, that makes this call. I could not do this call without Jaina, without Esther, without Cece, without every single one of you. Luke, Elio, thank you for coming today. You brought such a beautiful energy with you. I know you wanted to share something, because I think you were about to say
Yes,
something.
yes, I do. What is happening beside today, I have been with you together once. Ever since that day, I wanted to come back, and I have a horrible time, for my life, on linear time. I have a horrible, I mean, you cannot believe. Thank God for my angel wife, because if she wouldn't be around, I'll miss every appointment there ever was. So anyway, today I landed like the fly in the milk. No idea what you are up to. And as you can see, I'm still here because I enjoy so much, all of you and the energy. And I can tell you a little story. It was yesterday or the day before that we went in Target, and I keep wanting to. I love this. Let me see if I. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love this gel highlighters. So we go on. We look at gel highlighters, and I see a set of calligraphy brushes. I have it in my hand, and I want to take it with me. And I love to write like calligraphy because I'm used to write nice letters when I put my mind to it. I'm like, I don't have time. I cannot. I don't mind. But now I never do. The universe was telling me, "Hey, stupid, buy those things. You're going to need them." It's not the first time. This happens a lot. Hey, take this with you. I'm like, nah, I don't need it. Then I get on the way, and I'm like, damn, I was supposed to take that with me. So to tell you the truth, it's another lesson to listen to the little voice, to follow through. But anyway, I'm not an artist, and I had no idea what you're up to, at all. So the only thing I did, I wrote some words on a page, but that's all. I think I could have done better, if I followed the lead, and buy the brushes.
Leo, that's what we started out, that we are all probably you didn't put everything in that box, of doubts and fears. You should lock those up before you do any art.
Yeah, but I mean, how should I say? I would have been more prepared, but there was absolutely, I had no idea. Yeah, I went with the flow, and I enjoyed the whole thing. And like I said, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit here and watch, and see what you did, all of you. And I enjoy, and then it's a pleasure. But I'm thinking, I think whatever I want to do is still in my head, and I cannot show.
You can do it afterwards and
But
finish it and share it with us.
I consider me part of the group, because I so badly wanted to get back, and I don't know. The universe, is doing what it's doing. I am here today. I'm grateful to all of you. It was a fantastic experience. Before this art class started, I wanted to ask how much do I have to pay, for the experience, because it was so intense, it was so deep, it was just words cannot express it, it was just that great, and I thank all of you for your hearts and the giving and the presentations and everything is just so exquisite. And I'll be back.
Yay.
Wow, let's rub our hands together. Let's send Elia lots and lots of love and peace. And I'm so happy that you came today. I'm so we are so blessed that the universe guided you to our group today, and whatever you did on your page is perfect and divine and sacred, and it was what it was meant to be. So thank you. Friends,
Before we conclude, may I shout out to Alina for her divine Dakini angelic presence with us today, who hasn't said much today, but I just want you to know your energy has permeated and saturated us with your deep, extraordinary love. And thank you for being here with us and sharing your beautiful, beautiful self. And also to Anne and everybody else that's joined that wasn't here at the beginning. It's just so wonderful you've joined us. And of course, Maryam, you are a miracle worker.
I also just want to acknowledge Vikrant, who's here today, and because sometimes your camera isn't always on, so I don't always
Yes.
but welcome again. I know that you joined, but I don't always remember who you are, but seeing your face, and thank you for joining us each week, and you are a beautiful light, and I hope
Thank you, Maryam. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Sometimes I'm outside, so I don't keep the camera on. My name is Meena. Vikrant is my son. I'm just using the computer.
Oh, that was confusing to me. I thought that looks like Meena, but it says another name. And oh.
That's my son keeps changing his name when he's attending the meeting. So,
so wonderful.
Thank you, everyone. It was so beautiful, beyond words.
Friends, before we thank you, Meena. Friends, before we conclude the call, there's just one last thing that I want to read, because I opened it a few times, like randomly I kept coming to this page, and I just feel that it's meant to be shared on this call today to conclude. And it's called The Sacred Heart, and it's from this book called Vision, which I know I can carry. So I'm just going to conclude the call with a few lines from this beautiful chapter. And I see these words as that they are coming from higher consciousness, that they're coming from the divine, from source. It says here, do you feel the inner pulsation of your heart? It is one sacred heart at the core of all life that you feel, one pulsing within the many. The many come to eternal life through knowing the one within. At the core of your being, I invite you to know the experience of eternal peace. What stands between you and this experience is not training, but willingness. The willingness to acknowledge all your fears, all of your human hurts and sorrows, all of the dark places in your heart, and to offer them all to me. To know peace, to learn what I have to teach, you have to only to unlearn. In the removal of your fears, you shall come to share my presence. Come to me. Therefore, you who hunger and thirst, you who struggle, you who long for a better way, you who feel burdened or oppressed, come unto me, all of you who are afflicted, who feel inequality, injustice. Bring me all that troubles you, holding back nothing, acknowledging all that you feel. I do not judge. I welcome all. Offer it to my sacred heart, where the fire of my love burns eternal. I will take your sorrow and return with wisdom. I will take your tears and return a blessing. And I'm going to leave it there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, those words are like powerful words, and I thought that it's called The Sacred Heart. This call has been all about opening of the heart. So what a divine way to end the call, with words I believe that are from the divine. Okay, my friends, I welcome you to unmute and say I love you and I'm with you in whatever language you would like to. Ti amo e sono con te.
Sarabjit, I love you and I'm with you and you're
I
beautiful
love
with
and
you.
flower
I love
head
you and
coming
I'm
from
Love
with
your
you and I'm
heart.
with you.
You brought your beads, I brought my flowers.
I love you and I'm with you.
I
Love
love
you
you and I'm
and I'm
with you.
with you. I love you
Love
and
you
I'm
and I'm with
with
you.
you. Love you and I'm with you. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm,
Yes,
mm.
thank you, boy.